What's up, Aquarius? How are you? Welcome to Spread Space. My name is ClairV. For those who are new, and welcome back to those who are returning. I wanted to first and foremost apologize. In our last Virgo Norman reading, I gypped either you, Capricorn, both of y'all. In your case I just made, I figured we'd pull a special card for you from a new deck. So we'll pull that card first. We'll open it up at the end of our reading and connect it with the other cards. Like I said, is the brand new deck. This is called Healing Spirits. Beautiful deck. I figured since we are talking a lot about Chiron, the healer, what better cards than these? So Aquarius, your special card for this April, and these are card you need to hear. For your reading, using blended text. So right in the middle we have the Temperance, Major Arcana, and here she is how she sits in her order number 14, right before the Devil and right after Death, or vice versa, is exactly how she's sitting here between the Seven of Swords and the Five of Cups. Now this Seven of Swords is almost like the Devil. This is deception. This is, you see, maybe thieving, if somebody's stealing. These could even be the actions of somebody, very deceitful, whether they're lying to you, they're hiding. This is deception. And then on the other side of the Temperance, we have the Five of Cups, which this is a lot like the Tower. This is like bloodshed. These cups are empty. This is grieving. Like, yeah, we still have two cups, but we are focused on what's spilled down here. There's a fish out of the water. This reminds me of like the beach whales they were talking about. Perhaps like fish are in water, they need water to survive, and the fish is out of water. So perhaps you're in a situation like that where it's like you need air to breathe, but it's like there's something in the atmosphere, or some kind of vapors or something. Thinking of like carbon monoxide, something like you cannot detect. Perhaps there is a flooding of some sort. Perhaps this is all mental. We have another seven, right? Yeah, the Seven of Swords. So we have both the sevens on both ends, and then the five. And then we have the Three of Swords right below this Seven of Swords. So this Seven of Swords brings us a heartache, but it's almost like it brings our heart. It's almost like the wounded healer in a sense. Yeah, we're wounded, but we're healing. Instead of a wounded healer, we're wounded healing. So yeah, this deception, this action of deception, whatever the deception may be, is the same thing that is like all around. Perhaps there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things that somebody else had done who has caused a heartbreak or some kind of emotional reaction. This could be surgery of some sort, but I see this more as like a heartbreak. And then we have our special card. And on the other side, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So this is very, like we are dependent. This is like a very dependent energy. We're dependent on. We're gonna find out our special card. Ask your spirit guide. This is like going within. Perhaps you do have to ask your spirit guide, but it's in reverse. So I see this as more as like your higher self already knows, like the truth is already inside. This card is also right below this Temperance energy. So perhaps by balancing out these thoughts and emotions, because again, there's the swords and the cups. So by balancing out these thoughts and these actions and being still in moderation, your higher self knows the truth. You are mixing these two substances together like silver and gold, and you're putting them together and it's creating a whole nother substance. So perhaps you have an idea with a feeling and it's creating a whole different action. Kind of almost something like me quitting smoking, something of that sort. Maybe you have to be aware of what you put in your cup. That's been an ongoing thing, and how we release these emotions. Perhaps research is warranted. I always say that this is like the subconscious, like the lower level of your brain. And with it in reverse, it's like you are taking your information stored from your subconscious and bringing it to your conscience. And the only way we can do that is by being grateful for what is left in our cup, trying not to focus on what we lost, being grateful for what we have. Some kind of truth comes from our subconscious, whether it is in a dream or from our higher self or spirit guide. It does help us heal from this deception or this devious person or this situation. Perhaps someone stole your heart. It's funny, we have her pouring out this gold and silver, and then it's like she's emptying that out out of her hands into the earth. So perhaps now's the time to take what you have and give it back to the earth or back to the community in some way, Aquarius. I mean, you're known for that anyway. On top, we have the Three of Cups. So now's the time to go within. We definitely want to be careful drinking or just not drinking or drugs. It's like what our intake is, or releasing these emotions, some sort. On the split, we got the King of Pentacles, and on the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So yeah, this definitely has to do with letting go of some kind of material thing that we are connected to emotionally. And now's the time to do so. As long as, like I said, we're grateful, we're learned this subconscious direction in order to take this forward. So yes, this Temperance energy is very prominent, very balance between this heart and thought, or mind, word, and what better time than now, Aquarius, than to put it together all in moderation and in balance. And we want to take, that's also like taking this defeat or this deception, and almost like using that to fuel our fire to do something beneficial, to help somebody else, or to do something positive. We don't want to reflect the negativity. You know, you don't want to repay evil with evil, or negative for negative. We kind of want to take, like, even if it is negative, we want to take that and turn that into positive. Kind of sort of almost like the wounded healer Chiron. If you have yet watched that video, I'll tag that here in this video as well. So yeah, perhaps we can learn a lot from Chiron at this time, especially now since we are in Aries. And we are looking to detach from something emotionally. It's a physical attachment, but we're more emotionally attached. So if the physical's fine, it's the emotional that makes us keep running back, like this Mercury in retrograde. Like, we have to keep learning our lesson. So, instead of the conflict and bringing this negative outward, we can go within and reflect and see how we can change better this situation. If we don't like the decisions we're making, well, let's make better decisions. If we don't like the people we're around, well, let's change that. If we don't like the things that we do, well, let's change that too. I didn't look at this as the spirit. Ask your spirit guide, number 15. Card 1547. Ask your spirit guide right here. It says, when your head becomes too full of information and no answers come to mind, it's time to be still and tune into your guide. Find a moment when you can relax your body and quiet your mind. Then you will hear answers from your spirit guide. Even when your head is overfull with thoughts, your guide will still speak, this time to your heart, and you will receive a feeling that will let you know that your guide has answered your call. You can ask your guide anything. So I guess there is a question that must be answered, Aquarius, and perhaps it is about temperance, or having to do with temperance and patience and moderation and, you know, this temperance energy. So ask away, and even if you are filled with the commotion and you may not be able to hear the answers, you will be able to feel them, Aquarius. So yes, thank you all so very much. Don't forget to subscribe, like if you resonate, and yeah, come back again for the weekly Lenormand readings. Check out that solar eclipse and the Chiron video as well. Love you so much.